Back on the Atari 2600, we're going to play 20th Century Fox's Beany Bopper, which really sounds like a bizarre mouthful that no human has ever constructed before. 20th Century Fox briefly had, at the height of everyone cashing in on the video game craze. 20th Century Fox had a sort of label for video games. 20th Century Fox's Games of the Century. Okay, fair enough. They licensed a lot of games from Sirius Software, as well as having a few developed around some of 20th Century Fox's film and TV properties, such as MASH. I believe Porky's was another one that they developed based on a movie that they had produced. So this, however, wasn't original. This was one of the games developed by Sirius. This was programmed by Grady Ward at Sirius Software. Now, Sirius was best known for having turned out a lot of games on the Apple II. But this was a game that was developed exclusively for the Atari 2600 by Sirius Software, which is not an arrangement that worked out well for Sirius Software. We'll get to that after we play the game. The object of the game, you see we have some mini beanies, and you're trying to capture them, but you have to shoot them first. Everything else you can just gather by touching. The beanies, they have to be shot first. Always two there are, a master and an apprentice. Oh, I thought I'd shot him first. Okay. Mini beanies. A painfully short game. So we will attempt this again. Green things are tasty. So are the beanies. Tasty enough to lead me to my doom. Mini beanies. Did slightly better that time. Now you don't want to wind up under the progression of moving blocks as they reach the bottom, because that will crush you. It will also crush the beanies if they happen to get stuck there. Oh, I thought I got him just as I made contact. And I keep making that assumption. It keeps on not working out for me. Oh. See, almost got caught there. This is a tough little game. I will vanquish you, beanies. It's probably the first time that sentence has ever been constructed in the English language. Ooh, that beanie's really a meanie. Beanied in the face. Also, probably the first time that sentence has ever been constructed in the history of the English language. Oh no, you're not getting me that way, beanies. Now, none of these other things that you touch are... In a modern game setup, you would expect them to be power-ups or something that would confer some special ability upon you. Maybe some temporary invulnerability to the beanies. No such luck, my friend. The beanies are simply trying to kill you. They're not going to make it easier for you. Nice shooting. Now, I mentioned that, now we're going into wide open spaces, where there is nothing between you and the beanies. Those vicious beanies. Wait, did that object just turn into a beanie, or is that my imagination? Oh! Okay, I think I just got an extra dude, so... I'm now in the Beany Bopper zone. I was previously in the Beany Bopper zone. Oh! Okay, so I mentioned previously that Serious Software didn't really benefit from this partnership with 20th Century Fox's game division, and here is why. 20th Century Fox failed to make a royalty payment of roughly $18 million to Serious Software for developing games for the 2600, and as a result, Serious Software declared bankruptcy in 1984, whereas just at the beginning of that year, it had been declared something like the 15th largest software manufacturer in the world. But because such a large critical payment was missed for so much of the work that it had done in 84, Serious went under. A far sadder end to a story than the end of my game of Beany Bopper.